Welcome back to Architectural Adventures, brought to you by Historic Springfield Society. I'm your host, Kylie. Thanks for joining me as we tour Springfield's architectural curiosities. Today, I'm bringing you a special treat, one of the hidden jewels of Springfield. We're off of an alley located on West 4th Street, and behind me, we have an interesting structure. It may not look like much, however, what it lacks in size, it makes up for with architectural significance. This carriage house behind me is the last known remaining George Barber structure located in Jacksonville, Florida. There was originally 2 George Barber houses in Springfield and 1 in Riverside. Sadly, all 3 are long gone, and the last structure we have remaining is this building behind me. So you may be asking yourself, who is George Barber? George Franklin Barber was the most prolific architect in the late 19th century. He produced an upwards of 649 pattern book plans and had approximately 50,000 structures erected. We don't know the exact number because sadly there was a fire which obliterated all of the records from the company. So we can only surmise how many structures are actually standing that George Barber built. However, we do know that his plans exist in at least 50 states and as far away as Australia and Japan. George Barber's firm worked at a frenetic pace with an upwards of 30 draftsmen and 20 clerks. They worked in an assembly line format with each draftsman working on a specific feature of the plans. George Barber encouraged correspondence between him and his clients to make sure that his clients were satisfied and they got a facade that was pleasing along with a floor plan that worked for their specific needs. So the building behind me is an example of design number 64 from the Cottage Souvenir No. 2, which was published in 1891. We can see that the cupola from the plan is long gone. However, the building retains many identifiable features from the original pattern book plan, most notable being those beautiful gingerbread brackets on the north and south gables of the structure. And one of my favorite details, on this gable here we have remnants of the jigsaw cut verge board, that gingerbread trim that's near the edge of the gable there. Typical of this Queen Anne style, we have a delineation of different building materials. So we see in the gable ends, we have the fish scale shingles, then we have a banding of beadboard, and then some horizontal lap siding on the bottom. Sadly, the years have not been kind to this structure, but I'm optimistic for a full restoration in the future. Be sure to get out there and explore those alleys. You never know what hidden treasures await. Until next time, thanks for joining me on Architectural Adventures.